Recording
right,
in progress.
we are started. Welcome, welcome to the One of 32 podcast. I am your host, Bane McMahon. I
We're
am your
back.
host, Dons. We're back. So is training camp. KP is here in his fresh gear. What do you got on? What do you got on, you son of a... What do you
Check
got
me
on?
out, bro.
What is it?
Quinn.
You got a Quinyon Mitchell jersey? That's actually pretty fresh, dude, with the
Quinyon.
the Kelly
Kelly
green
green.
color. That's sick. Well, I have ready maybe
you repping?
equally a goat. Maybe equally a goat. Maybe equally.
Let me see. Who you repping?
Maybe equally a goat.
Oh, no.
The
He's wearing
off!
the fall
The
off
fall
J.
off!
Cole shirt
The fall
from
off!
when,
Oh, wait,
from when we went. Oh, look
Chris,
at that, Dons.
we have busy bees. We are busy bees this summer. You know,
Where to
we're out
begin?
here living, enjoying life. I am not enjoying life that much, though. So we are doing things, though. Chris and I ended up going to TD Garden in Boston to go check out the J. Cole Fall Off concert. Thank you, Christopher Pear, for getting us tremendous tickets. VIP lounge section, dude. Cool-ass freaking backdrops where you could take pictures of. Pretty cool bar, nice and secluded. We don't have to be with the regular pores and the filth of society. We actually get to hang out with like 35, 40 people in a nice catered room with nice, decent food, an air-conditioned environment. Chris, it was pretty sick, man. The concert itself was sick. How was your experience at the Cold World Dream Miller Fall Off concert?
Well, I got the tickets about 4 months ago, Don, so the anticipation has been there for quite some time, but the last week was the longest week of my life. Getting to the show was awesome. You did a phenomenal job commuting and getting us there, and you also found us an
Bro, them
A1
sandwiches?
top 3 sandwich of all time. No doubt.
Bro,
There
if
is
you
no
had,
doubt.
If you had to pick, right, your favorite type of sandwich, like what type of sandwich would you say would be like your go-to, like I'm going to slap this down real quick? Because I used to think that it was the Italian grinder. Like,
Yeah.
the grinder. I used to love Italian grinders, dude. The salami. And listen, hate on me all you want, but I like it the Subway way. Not Subway, but the Subway way. Like, I like the ham, the Jenna salami, the pepperoni, dude, with the provolone cheese or mozzarella, whichever one, bro. Lots of banana peppers, and then the freaking spices. I put a little bit of mayonnaise on there too sometimes. But lately, and I don't know if this comes with class, dude, but the chicken cutlet is like starting to kind of find its special way to my heart, bro. I don't know about you.
Creeping
what
up there.
What about you, Mr. Sandwich Man, bro? Top 10 sandwich that I've had in the past 10 years, easily.
That's what I'm saying.
Easily,
Dons.
easily. I'd honestly leave my girl at the altar for another bite of that sandwich. That's what I would do. I would leave my family and become addicted to sandwiches, and I must have them. They have to go on. I'm honestly going to become a homeless person and just tent behind their place, so every night when they throw away their leftovers, I'm just going to nom.
Don's is in the garbage man.
I am the one they fear.
The sandwich was top 10 A1, Don's. It was almost as good as the show, but we had a good time at the concert. And now,
bro, I kept getting paranoid that the Civic was gonna crush J. Cole. It was just gonna.
You're not the only one, dude.
Have you ever watched those videos of people with bald heads pressing random objects like their machine presses? It's just.
That's what it made you think of?
Cole. Yeah, it did. But listen, before we move on from the concert world and stuff like that, dude, I have to say how completely disappointed and how absolute trash the Boston Bar to Bar group was, Bar for Bar group was for the J. Cole song that he rapped with them. Those guys were terrible. Great energy and hip hop hooray, but like not even close to Bar for Bar. Like, nah, bro.
They let us down, bro. They let us down.
Yeah,
they did.
Those motherfuckers were almond joys. They weren't no Klondikes.
There was one person who was yelling and screaming, claiming he knew every word, and then big disappointment, Dons. Put me on the screen. Put us on the screen.
Yeah, I would say the words.
To show that I am a true fan. But no, you know what else the concert did, Dons, really? Because we got the tickets so early in advance, what it did for me was it's It's guess it's signified like the end of summer and football is around the corner. And lo and behold,
Mm,
Dons, what did we have today and yesterday? We had some joint practices
joint
going on.
practices. Hey, you had the
Joint
crew.
practices.
Bunch of Bob Marleys all day, last 2 days.
Yeah.
I
The
don't
whole
know why
team
I
is
say
just
these things. Why do I
the
say these
team's
things?
sitting in a circle and
The
they're all
fall
passing
off.
joints to each other.
The fall off.
Crazy, Don. I got to start repping my merch too,
What a
but
great
I'm glad you
concept,
wore
dude.
that today.
Yeah.
I got this. Let me do a quick story about why I bought this jersey. I have a fantasy football draft coming up on Sunday. And one year we wore suits. This year we got to wear jerseys. And I didn't want to wear the old Asante Samuel Eagles jersey I had. So you know what?
You
I
can't.
said
We
we got
got
to
a
upgrade.
Super Bowl All Pro, baby.
So I had to get a Quinyon jersey. Now I know he
That's
had a
pretty
rough day
cool.
today, but every dog has his day. Let's
Yeah,
talk about
but
training camp,
yeah, let's
Dons.
talk about training camp and let's start with the rough day today. Now, I have never seen a motherfucker run as fast as a motherfucker ran during practice, bro. Where was that
Facts.
energy during the San Francisco 49ers
Yep.
playoff game, bro? AJ
Mm.
Brown for 3 years have never run that fast on any route, and he is trying his hardest, bro. He looks like a Jet fan out there. This practice was his Super Bowl. He was giving so much effort, which is cool. And I also am not the type of person, like, I don't hate AJ Brown, but bro, you gotta call it out when you see it. The effort was never there the last like 2 years, and seeing that it looked like he tried harder for Drake will crush under pressure May in a practice scheduled joint with the Patriots in Foxborough, kind of bullshit. Chris, what was your take on the AJ Brown fantastic 3 touchdown freaking day and Arthur Judas Quintilio Jones?
He definitely looked like a different player today, Dons.
Didn't
I
he?
mentioned this to all my Pats friends. He's happy now. He's in a better place mentally. So all of a sudden, he can run faster and he can jump higher and he
Yep.
can accelerate quicker. He can get out of his brakes better.
You know what it
I don't want to say
reminded
he
me
was
of?
dogging it, but it sounds like he was dogging it last year.
You know what it
What?
reminded me of? Of when like a married man of like 12 years finally gets the courage to cheat on his wife, and he has a new
Damn.
bitch, and he fucks the new bitch, and she actually wants to do it. That's what it reminded me of. He got the spark, he got the light behind his eyes back. It's like the TV dimmer went up. Bah.
Wait, wait, there's women out there that I'm in love with again? I can feel something different?
All you have to
Yeah,
do is
bro.
go to a grocery store parking lot and you will see at least 2 couples cheating guaranteed. That's my guarantee.
That's one of Don's things.
Anyway.
Now, today was a rough day for Quinyon Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he got beat a couple times by AJ. It was a lot of red zone stuff, so it was a lot of like crossing routes, or you thought it was going to be a pick play and it was a fake pick, and AJ was able to get out of it. Quinyon did get beat a few times, but one of the plays, Don's in the corner of the end zone specifically. Quinyon was right there. AJ tipped it to himself, caught it, and then toe dragged. Not many
Yeah.
guys in the NFL can make a play like that. It was a hell of a play, but Quinyon is still an all-pro from last season. Let's
Yeah,
not forget.
we can't forget about AJ Brown either. AJ Brown is still a
Hmm.
top receiver in the NFL. I don't think there's well, maybe. Let's see if we can list them, right? The 5 wide receivers that I'd rather have than an AJ Brown that actually cares. Um like
He's number 8, 9,
Jamar
10, maybe.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson,
Jefferson, Puka,
yeah, I guess Puka,
St.
I
Brown.
guess I would not have St. Brown, but like these are the names that we're look at the names that we're saying. Like they're just not that type of specimen. Any of them,
Hmm.
even Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson. Like AJ is a beast. He looks like he eats cornerbacks for breakfast. And like not to suck him off too much, and I think he's gonna have a great year with Fold Under Pressure Dre. I mean May. Damn, I
Yo.
almost had it. Fold Under
You'll
Pressure
get it.
May.
You'll
Like,
get it.
dude, AJ is a beast. And what I've been saying, I feel like my confirmation of saying like, oh yeah, he kind of sold on the game. Not he didn't just have a bad game, he kind of sold on the game. I feel like that was confirmed in this training camp because again, I ain't never seen AJ Brown sprint that fast in my
Nope.
life.
Or Don's, was it maybe like you break up with your girl and then a year later you're out at a restaurant with your significant other and she walks in with her ex and all of a sudden
And
you're
she's
buying
fatter.
bottles or maybe like maybe it was just one of
Just
those
kidding.
things where like he just felt like, oh, I'm going back against my old team today. Like I gotta be sharp. I gotta be eyeballs
No.
are gonna be on me today.
Yeah, for sure. It
Not
was a
like they
Super
aren't
Bowl.
always, but it was him going up against his old team. Spotlight was gonna be on him. and it certainly was today. I got clip
Mm.
after clip after clip after clip
Yeah,
from
but they're also looking
Lozo
for
and
that, and it is
all my Patriot
practice.
fans,
Yeah.
all of them feeding my inbox with videos today.
Yeah. So
God, Dons,
I
it was
sent my
draining.
brother the videos of like, oh yeah, Jalen Hurts stinks, right? And it was like a compilation of last year of AJ Brown dropping like so
Oh,
many perfectly
I
thrown
love it.
Jalen Hurts balls, and I was like, oh yeah,
I
Jalen
love it.
stinks, right? All of a sudden, Jalen stinks. At least he knows how to play under pressure.
So the messaging in the last 48 hours has
Mm-hmm.
been day one, Patriots put a stern whooping on the Birds, or at least they won the day from
Yeah,
what
I
was
was gonna
said.
say, from what I took, like from just listening to the radio and online, like it seemed like the Eagles' offense couldn't move the ball, but the defense played pretty well on the ground. The secondary had issues, but again, you're also dealing with like non-specific coverages, and if a defensive player has to play man to man or something on a wide receiver, like that's a very hard. I mean, there's only one Revis Island, right? There's only one Revis Island, so it's
Can't
one of the
touch these
hardest
guys.
things
You
to
can't
do. Yeah,
grab them
and like even that one play where, not the Demario Douglas. Is that the name I'm looking for? Like when
with
he
Cooper
burned
DeJean. Yep.
Cooper DeJean, like he put on a great double, maybe triple move, and like, okay, like Quinion can't cover. I mean Coop can't cover half of the field on it. Like not even like 3/4 of a field on his own. Whatever. People get burned, on practice all the time. People catch touchdowns all the time. Like it's just the nature of the game. So like, do you think this is a cause for concern, like the secondary giving up so many touchdowns in practice, or do you think this is a non sequitur because like football's so much more than just a wide receiver and a cornerback running?
What I think happens, Dons, and you played football, so you probably know better than I do, but at least let me finish my thought and I'll give it to you. Is that when you're playing against your own team for weeks, there's a certain level of intensity you can only get to, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're playing against another team, and this team's going really. It's almost sort of like getting adjusted to it. Maybe we didn't come ready to play that day.
Yeah.
Maybe you know what I mean? Maybe
Well,
we
it was
just
a
didn't come
hostile
to play.
environment. The buzz about AJ Brown. See, I told you he's coming. I told you he's coming. Bro, why are you worried so much about a man coming? What are you trying to say? Just let it go, baby. Just take a step out. Take a step out of
I'm
that
sh
closet for us, please.
I'm sure all the Patriots in the locker room were also, or maybe this isn't a thing.
Sick as
You know,
hell.
we're going up against AJ's old team today, so I better be on my shit and I better be on my game and I better be locked in.
Yeah, they do it
But
for the
long story
homies.
short,
But can
yes,
we
we
like? Where's the tampering charges though? Like, where's the 2 years worth of tampering
Rossini,
charges, dude? Even
Rossini,
Rossini, dude, it has to be coming, right? We
she
have to
hasn't
be getting
spoken yet,
compensated.
so
We have to be getting compensated for what the
no.
Patriots did, dude. Why
I
not?
wish.
Why
I
not?
wish.
Teams get investigated and then they lose draft picks all the time.
It would be nice if that would happen. I doubt it, but I get where you're coming from. She definitely was able to
And
leak
Vrabel
information, for
too. It's not
example.
just that. It's Vrabel too. I'm
Right
positive.
after Jalen Waddle got traded to the Broncos, within the next month after that, Rossini put out a report being like, "Oh, AJ Brown is not worth as much as Waddle. He's an older player. He's worth maybe a second round pick. Who does that benefit? Oh, that's right, the guy she was sleeping with.
The
Come on,
guy
dude.
she was inside of.
Come on, dude. Cheating on her husband, who's an
I know.
Eagles fan,
I
by the
told
way.
you. They probably
Her
met in a Stop and
husband is
Shop
a
parking
Birds
lot.
fan.
They met in a Stop and Shop parking lot.
It doesn't get any worse than this. But anyway,
It
so
doesn't.
let me get back to what I was
Yeah,
saying.
whatever.
The Eagles
Screw them.
supposedly lost day one. Tariq Woolen, from what I read, struggled a good amount in day one. He was supposedly the MVP of the day today. So what I think happened was day one into a hostile environment on the road, going up against different players, not going up against our own people. Maybe we weren't ready to play or needed to shake the cobwebs off. But in day two, we came to play. I heard there was a meeting with the defense sort of before they went to play 11 on 11 or 7 on 7. And then they went out and made plays. So I think day one
Yeah.
happened. You have a wake up call, and then you say, okay, I need to come to work better and more prepared tomorrow. And that's what happened today.
Yeah, but what I did hear from day one too is that like the run stop was stout for the
Yes.
Eagles, and the front
Hmm.
seven looked great. Now that's neither here nor there because you're not doing full on tackling, and can these guys actually finish? My shitty ass football team, like we would always look great when it wasn't coming down to the time of like getting people to the ground, but then you had a
Yep.
bunch of people who were afraid to tackle, and like you can only do so much as one person. It's a team sport, so like a
11 on
handful
11
of us
downs.
that weren't afraid, like the other were, So will that translate into real live action? We will see. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. What I did get excited about, and let me ask you what you got excited about from the reports in training camp. I got excited, and again, like, consider your sources. It's Will. I got short arm Campbell's, right? This motherfucker's drinking half a Campbell soup because he can't extend
T-Rex.
the rest.
T-Rex.
Fans.
You can work with Lane Johnson all you want. It's not going to make your arms longer, kid.
Will Campbell hire somebody to tie his shoes during training camp because he can't get there? Anyway. Poor kid.
I like that one.
I'm such a hater. I'm being such a hater. But no, reports saying that Jaylx Hunt is looking like a real problem. Chris, that's what got me excited. We talked about potentially trading him for Henderson, and we were both like,
no, TJ Watt.
No,
TJ
not
Watt.
TJ Watt. Oh, yeah, TJ Watt. We were talking about TJ Watt.
TJ Watt.
And I would still do that trade, but the guy from Cincinnati, I would not do that trade as good as he has been, dude. I am starting to believe pretty heavily in Jaylx Hunt, and I hope I don't get hurt. I hope my heart don't break again.
You buying in, Don?
But I'm buying in on Jaylx Hunt stock. Yeah, dude. Like, I have to. Who am I going to believe in? Nolan Smith, bro? Motherfucker looks like he's about to read a library book right now. He's just always like, what are you doing?
Don't make fun of the dog.
No, I know. No, I like Nolan Smith too, but he just has to prove it, But anyways, I digress. I'm excited about Jaylx Hunt. What are you excited about? From what you heard.
Well, let me talk about Hunt first. Definitely excited about him. Anytime you hear another team talking about a player, because it's one thing to hear it from the local beat reporters, but today I, like you, heard, Jaylx Hunt is a problem out there.
Stay away from him, like Vrabel.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think it's one of two things. I think he did improve and get better over the offseason. Let's hope he worked on his game.
Yeah, he's getting older.
But also the level of tackles you're going up against, Dons, let's just be honest. The Patriots tackles are at best average.
Yeah, that's true.
At their best, they're average. They're not above average and they're not elite. So
but if we beat average people, we're a 10-win team.
Well, the other thing, Dons, you know this. How many really good tackles are there in the NFL? 5, 8, maybe
6, 7. Yeah.
And how many are we going to play this year? All of them? Probably not. So there isn't a lot of good offensive line play in the NFL. And my point is I think it's maybe 60%. Yes, they do. 60% Hunt has improved and is going to be better and sharpened his tools. 40%, yeah, the Pats tackles are really not impressing me.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to see what Will Campbell does this year. I'm actually, again, I know you hate on me all the time. The fall off. Oh, no. Where did it all go?
Don's disappeared.
I know you hate on me for liking the Patriots, but I am excited to see where Will Campbell goes this second year. I always think it's kind of weird when they would draft people that don't have the measurables you're looking for with such a high pick. But
Bill can coach them up. What do you mean? He'll coach up anyone. Oh wait, I forgot.
Another Vrabel's there though. That I'm excited about that I'm hearing from training camp is that Dontavian Wicks has been lighting up a storm. Now, he's not doing anything that we didn't expect from him, right? The report card on him is that he runs some of the crispest routes in the NFL and is able to get open like nobody else's business, but he has a tough time finishing off the play. Just like me in the fourth quarter when I'm getting some sloppy top and I need to finish, I need a hand. I need a hand.
Oh, we're 15 minutes in, so you're okay. We're 15 minutes in, so you're okay. The YouTube algorithm won't catch that one, Dons. Don't even fret.
Who cares, dude? Us and our 5 fans, we love y'all. Please keep listening. Sorry we've taken
forever. There's way more than 5.
I know, but still.
You need bigger water bottles in your house, too, dude. You can't be drinking those. That's bad luck for us.
It's for my self-esteem. What do you mean small? It's average size.
Makes my hands feel bigger. You sicko. No, I did. I saw a lot of plays.
They're the boys'
just
water,
what you said,
right?
Don.
I'm stealing his water.
Wicks is more than capable of shaking people off the line. I've actually done a really good job of sending all those clips to my barber, Justin, who's also a big Packers fan. And what does he say in response every time, Dons?
I'm a huge
run great routes, but then you throw the ball to him and he just drops it. So I can already see it in my head, Dons. It's 3rd and 6. It's probably week 7 or week 8. We're in the red zone. We throw him a slant, and it just goes right through his hands.
Mm.
Now,
Yeah,
what
but that
happens after
happens though.
that? Can he? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can he
Yeah.
bounce back? Can he get over it? Because he's going to drop the ball this year. It's going to be a mental thing this year. He's on a new team. He left all that drama behind. If or when he drops the ball, can he bounce back and be better? But athletically, there's no match on the team. Not even Don. You ready for this? Not even Smitty is on Wicks's level of athleticism and ability to get open.
No,
He's
no.
he's almost unmatched. He's
Hmm.
unbelievable.
Yeah, Smitty has some of the best body control that I see, but like as far as like fly off the page athleticism, Wicks
He's
does
like,
seem like he has it. That like Keely Ringo, freaking, what's the guy that always gets penalties that we just ended up signing? Reek Woolen, number 2. He has that type of athleticism. Yeah, we'll see. I'm
I
excited
have
to
a
see him.
I have a basketball comp for some NBA fans. He's like Derrick Rose athleticism, Don. Where
Yeah,
he's
you
on the
think
court.
so?
It's like,
Why are you putting
oh
that
my
on him?
God.
His poor knees.
I
Yeah,
know, but Derrick Rose as a player, MVP,
yeah,
like
yeah.
he's capable of being that type of player. He just has to
He was an
put it together.
absolute beast, absolute monster, just like my fatness. All right, another
So
thing I was
Wicks,
excited about in training camp,
yep.
and
Hmm.
it's literally Saquon. Will he bounce back? Barkley looked like he was getting some open lanes by a one unified offensive line that looked like they were pushing that Patriots D line and interior linebackers to the point of the attack and opening up lanes for him. I think this is a good sign. It felt like Saquon looked faster. It felt like Jalen looked faster. Like it just feels like everybody, for the exception of Dallas Goedert, looks faster. Dallas just looks the same. He always looks like he's moving in magma, but he somehow gets open all the time.
Magma.
Do you think
So
Saquon's gonna bounce back this year?
I do, Don's, but this sort of this brings me to my concern that I've had so far, which is the offense overall. We're not like has there been any positive report about the offense looking good from anywhere? Because like
Yeah, the run
other,
game. Yeah. Hell
the
yeah. Elliot Shore Parks was reporting that the run game looked absolutely dominant, and we were getting 5 to 6 yards every single time he touched the ball. That's huge for us. We win that way. We won a Super Bowl
hmm
playing like that. And you can't forget, dude, Mekhi Lemon and DeVonta Smith, two of our top receivers, wasn't practicing out there against the Patriots. Now, I don't know if they play week game 2? I mean, well, practice 2? No, right? I think they just
what do you
practice on
mean?
air, but they didn't do like 11 and 11s, right?
No, they just did red zone work and like 2-on-2s.
Yeah.
So
So like you didn't have two of your potentially top 3 receivers. So, dude, like remember what it was like when we didn't have a number 1? That's what you're going to get. And like
so
we can't pretend that losing AJ Brown isn't a big deal to this offense.
yeah, I guess I go back to the preseason game where we had 7 straight 3-and-outs, and that's a red flag. That's alarming, Dons.
Yeah,
That's
but none
scary, dude.
of the not
That's scary,
really none
man.
of the starters played at all.
I know, but
The
I
highlight
guess what it's
of preseason week 1 was Willie Lampkin being able to block people. That was the highlight, dude. Who cares? I guess it's concerning. The only thing I'm concerned about for preseason 1, and I'll let you go. I'm not telling you to be wrong for freaking worrying, but like the only thing I give a damn about is the fact that they kept getting pre-snap penalties because that's just contagious. That's the only thing that got me worried. And honestly, they were doing great plays on first and second down to get little chunk plays. There's not that many plays in the NFL or that they're even going to show that are designed to get 15 to 20 yards. That's not how this works.
that's where I was gonna go. Was maybe it's that we're just being so vanilla that we're not showing any of the offense. But then again, this is a new coordinator, a new system, calling plays for a new team. I would think you want to show a little bit of something and get some confidence going into the season. Now, maybe that
Well,
comes in
that's
week 2,
because you
week
do
3 of the
missionary every
preseason.
time.
But but what I'm saying is this is new for him, dude. So I feel like we can't be that vanilla. We got to show something and get these guys working on it.
Yeah,
But
I
then again,
disagree. I think you're just trying to satisfy your own like anxiety as a fan with that statement. And I'm
I
not
think that
judging you for it, but
the one-on-ones in the practices have been talked about as more
uh
of a real indicator of the games as opposed to preseason. Preseason's almost like a form, like all right, we'll just go out and practice and have fun,
yeah.
as opposed to the ones-on-ones and the joint practices. That's where you really get a feeling of how the team is doing and sort of how they're playing.
I mean, 20 of your 22 starters didn't play, you know, and even some of the swing players didn't play. So you can't read too much stock into it. And secondly, like, this has been a trend for the Eagles as an organization since Nick Sirianni came in here. Like, he's super secret agent man, a competitive advantage, all this stuff. So, like, why show anything, honestly? And
Because
right
he's a new
now,
coordinator in a new place, and he has to show that he can do it.
yeah, I understand what you mean, but, like, nah, man, they treat week 1, week 2 almost like preseason games. That's when they do it. And also, it was week 1 of preseason. Like, week 2 is usually the week where you get to see a little bit more stuff
Ramp up.
integrating in. You got to think about it. Like, so many people on this team, on this roster, aren't even going to be with the Eagles next week or this week for the game. So why are you going to show them like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I know that sounds weird and probably not the real reason why, but I do think there's some value to, like, okay, show us you can run, show us you can block, show us you can catch, show us you can get off a block. Like, that's more important right now than run XYZ banana double wing bounce back toss to Dallas. Like, you know?
Yep.
So I
Yep.
think that's probably what they're doing and why they're not showing anything. And again, Nick Sirianni's really horny on that competitive advantage stuff. So I think
Don't
that's
show
part
him
of it too.
anything until week 1 comes around.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I think, at least.
Well, let's hope that's what it is, because I got 3 screenshots on Sunday of, whoa, the Eagles' offense looked pretty good, huh? And it's like, that's not good, but
You know who
let's
else
hope
looked
it's
pretty
just,
good?
let's hope it's nothing.
You know who else looked pretty good?
When in the game?
No. Last weekend. Or the weekend before
Who?
last. Hillary Duff, my wife. She was
A
such a baddie, bro.
three
So me and
three
Samantha
concerts.
Pants went to a Hillary Duff concert at Xfinity Center, dude, and she was just as bad as she was online in person. It was absolutely phenomenal. I actually went up to her and, like, introduced myself, and I said, "Hey, I'm the man that you've been waiting for your whole life." And she just fawned over me. She's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're here. Dreams.
I finally met you."
This is what dreams are made of." And then she was like, "I'm sorry, my life would be too perfect if I left with you, and I don't know how to handle that. So, like, I just can't handle such perfection." And I was like, "What do you mean, dude? I am the 5'9", financially unstable, heavyset man you've been waiting for your entire life."
and she turned to your wife and said, "You want to give this up?
I can't believe it. It sounds like, yeah, I don't care.
Take him, take him."
I digress. But yeah, Hillary Duff was a baddie, bro. Baddie.
Don's did a trifecta of shows, 3 shows in 3 days. I wouldn't put that on anybody.
And I
Don's.
came
Credit
back
to you.
sick, bro.
Yep,
Boston,
it puts your body
Mansfield,
into
New
sickness.
York, and I came back sick as a dog.
Thank God we went to Cole the first time and I didn't get sick, Don. So that's
I know.
just the blessing that we had. But
I know.
back to training camp, Don. You were talking about the running game, how we were getting 5-6 yards a clip. I'm happy with that. My only worry with the Eagles, and I've only heard this from fantasy analysts, and that's the Eagles' offensive line seems to be hanging by a thread. We have Lane Johnson on his last year. We have Jordan Mailata, who I'll let you rant about anytime you want to about how inconsistent he is. Dickerson was hurt last year. He went overseas to do something with his blood. That's an odd one. I'm
I don't think
not
that's
worried
odd at all.
about.
That's what the modern athlete's doing.
I'm not worried about the line. I
'Cause
just
our
think
healthcare system sucks.
yes, it does. I did hear some good things about Markel Bell this offseason and preseason, so maybe he can be some depth that we need. But
You ring
I hope
my
this line
bell.
can stay healthy, because that was a big problem last year, was the health of the offensive line.
Ring my bell. Ring my bell. You ring my bell. Ring my bell. Sorry.
Sing it.
Listen, Jordan Mailata has a lot to prove this year. Lane Johnson's obviously retiring after this year. It'd be a miracle if he came back. Cam seems to be doing better, and honestly, those treatments do work. I mean, LBJ does it all the time, LeBron James. You know, a lot of other players have been doing that for a long time. A lot of UFC fighters, and those guys are killing themselves way more. So I don't know. For some reason, I just believe in this organization to draft well at the offensive lineman spot, and I also don't think that they'd be willing to not trade a commodity to bring somebody in they've already proven that, like, if they feel like they're a piece away, that they'll sell on the future in the now to, like, get better. Sorry, I just want to make sure everything's okay.
Jalen
Okay.
Hurts had
Roadhouse.
Okay, what?
My bad, bro. So yeah, Landon Dickerson addressed the retirement statement, saying that wasn't true. Didn't know where that came from, but is that really true? We will never know, right?
I think at the end of the season, players will say one thing, and then you give them 30 days, and they feel completely differently after a long season.
Dude, their body hurts. They feel like shit. They can barely walk. Waking up in the morning feels like a chore. But then fast forward 60 days or 40 days or whatever, and now you're starting to feel a little bit more normal. And all of a sudden, no, that wasn't so bad. Making that phone call isn't so hard. You know? So,
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah, I'm not that worried for some reason about this Eagles offensive line. There is, like, justification for thinking about it and being like, yo, should we be worried here? So I don't think you're crazy for thinking that. I just believe in this franchise's ability to identify talent there, because since 2001, they haven't let me down yet. You know, we had maybe 2 years of battle line play, and most of it was from injuries.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can go over that.
Any other glaring or otherwise takeaways from today?
Honestly, one of the biggest takeaways are just the fan reactions to all of this stuff. The pompous, like, it's just practice. And then also, like, I can't believe Jalen threw 3 interceptions. Like, they're both right. It is just practice. You're supposed
somewhere
to make
in the
mistakes.
middle, right?
You're working to get better. You're not supposed to be perfect. If you're perfect in practice, you're not improving. That just means you're a coward and won't take risks. If you, like, undervalue these things, then it's kind of silly, because players go to practice to get better, especially younger ones, and we're still relatively young as a team. A lot of people entering their 3rd, 4th year in the NFL becoming actual veterans. We're still learning and growing in this game. So the truth is kind of in the middle. At the same time, I feel like people need to get off their fucking high horse and just chill and be excited as a fan, be mad as a fan, and all this other stuff. But this, like, I know more than you because I'm right and you're wrong. Like, it reminds me very left-right politics stuff. Like,
sounds like Patriot fans for the last 25 years.
Weird.
Tom Brady,
it's
Bill
just
Belichick,
weird
Tom Brady.
It's
we
weird
won.
energy.
We win.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you happy? You happy about a little practice? You like the way that you practice? Oh, like, I don't know, bro. I guess that's just lame as hell. I do want to sit here, though, and take the time before you go to say, you know, thank you for welcoming us back. You know, we're the 1 of 32 podcast. We're excited to do episodes quite often from now on. And please like, follow, subscribe. Please go to our TikTok, which is our main social media thing. I promise I'll get on the Instagram. 1day321, like ONEDE32, like the numbers 32 at gmail.com. If you got any questions or want to say anything to us. Reason I cut you off is because we're running out of time. We got like a 5-minute marker here. So yeah, it's gonna be excited to see more training camp news after these practices. But yeah, please like, follow. We love you. We love doing the pod. Yeah. Okay, Chris. Moving on.
That's it, dude. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. My bad. I didn't want to cut you
No,
off.
I'm not gonna say it now after you just, like, basically ended the show. And
I didn't end the show, dude. I'm just plugging. I'm doing the 3/4 plug. You ain't never listened to a podcast before? You ain't never listened to a motherfucking podcast before?
I only listen to this podcast. I'm loyal.
All right, fine. So, let's just do this just thing with Don's section real quick, because, like, I don't even know. You know, I was going to say that I kind of look like a butch mechanic if I shaved my beard off, named Rosa.
You look good, Don.
But honestly, this just in with Don's. Fuck your job. Fuck your responsibilities. Fuck everything going else. Fuck your reports. Fuck Q2, Q3, Q4. You can shove it up my ass. Football season's around the corner, baby. Welcome to the 1 of 32 podcast. We're about to start playing ball. Fuck your job. You can get another one. Matter of fact, show up drunk. Get high on clock. Do all the wrong things. It's the 1 and 32 podcast. Don't do any of those things. Disclosure. I'm just kidding. This is for satire and satire purposes only, except for the fuck your job, baby. Live your life. Go do what you want to do, because if you don't, it's going to blow. I promise. Bye, everybody.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Bye, everyone.